Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to do my spoiler discussion about M. Night Shyamalan's Glass. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. Every day I put out new videos. You can also find me over at Twitter at Movie Guy 365. So I did see Glass on Thursday night, and I really wanted to dive in and do a spoiler-filled discussion. I did a spoiler-free review. I'll put a link to that at the end of the video. But I really wanted to talk about it because I had such mixed feelings about the film. And I felt that there were things I couldn't discuss in a spoiler-free review, obviously. So let this be a warning. If you have not seen the movie, just go check out the other video, come back afterwards, but this is a spoiler-filled discussion about Glass. So I'm letting it all out, just, spoiler. So, okay. I've had over the weekend to really digest the movie, and pretty much my initial feelings about the film haven't changed. One of the problems with doing YouTube and doing a review immediately after a movie is sometimes it could sit and digest, and you might walk away with a different opinion. But for timing's sake, you want to get your review out there, blah, blah, blah. So I think in this case, my initial feelings are still my current feelings. I don't think it's really going to change. So let me just say, I am a huge fan of Unbreakable. I am a huge fan of Split. I loved both movies equally. And I think, they all brought their own corner of this world, brought something different, but also, it was a mythology they established and everything like that. Why I'm bringing that up is because of the ending just kind of comes out of nowhere, and I feel that it was just bad. It wasn't a good ending. Now, as far as Glass goes, you literally had me up until maybe the last 30 minutes of the film. And when I mean the last 30 minutes of the film, I'm talking about everything has to do with this secret society that gets introduced out of nowhere and seems like a complete, convenient plot device. It was bad. Look, I'm all for adding an extra layer of a twist or something like that. It felt like it was a twist for the sake of wrapping up his story, and it came out of nowhere, and it's completely unbelievable. If you wanted to establish an Unbreakable, here's the thing. Apparently, according to M. Night, he had this exact ending in mind back in Unbreakable. Okay, great. Put it in your films. Hell, you could have done it for Split, and I would have been okay with it. But to just have the secret society that doesn't even show up or do anything until the last 30 minutes of your film, and then just now they're just killing off supers or people that have abilities. For why? Because they want to keep things the way they are? Oh wow, their magic power is to clear out a restaurant and talk. Ooh, so spooky. You have to build on this. You can't just throw it in at the end of your movie. You didn't even put it in at the beginning. You put it in at the beginning, put a hint or something in there. Now, yes, they did weird things, like the whole initial battle between David Dunn and the Beast. All of a sudden, everybody's there. They fight in the building, they come out of the building. This to me is kind of where the movie just started veering in a I'm not sure about this direction. So they come out of this building during this fight, and all of a sudden it's just like, hey, 50 cops are there, and no reason why. What were you waiting for? If apparently they had a lead or something, if these were legitimate cops and they had a lead, and they just all of a sudden knew where this guy was, and I'm talking about the Beast, why wait? Seriously, they just show up. They're just there. And then you come to learn that these pretty much are the same cops that belong to the secret society. Because at the end of the movie, when these cops show up, they all have this stupid tattoo on their wrist and are part of the society. Okay, a lot of problems going on with that. and then of course these same cops are the ones that kill, McAvoy's character. They kill Bruce Willis, as David Dunn. And then it's just, Samuel is just like, okay. So apparently he had some idea that this was a thing. Once again, I'm okay with them not keeping that information. If he knew it, I'm okay with that. But they have to earn this thing. Like, they have to earn this, big bad threat. That was the only thing that kind of really just stuck out to me. And, okay, so all these cops show up during the first fight. And then they have these specific things retrofitted into this mental ward. And once again, they don't build on that. All they say, their big explanation is, well, we've known about this for a long time, and I'm sent to stop people like you and all that other kind of thing. And then she's sitting there twirling her mustache when they're drowning David, and it's like, and she does the same thing to Price, and McAvoy just gets shot conveniently. It's just it was bad. I'm sorry. And my second issue is the ending itself. Okay. Now here's where I think M. Night was telling the truth when he said he had this ending in mind, because it's a very 2000 idea. That, okay, we're going to send this video out. It's going to go viral. Now we see what was going on the screen. And so these characters that are all are related or part of all three of, McAvoy, Willis, and Jackson. Okay. So we got his son, David Dunn's son. We've got, McAvoy and I'm sorry, I can't remember her name, Anna Taylor-Joy. And then, of course, Samuel Jackson as Price and his mother. Released this video showing what this battle was to the public. In today's world, this video would get ripped apart. It's a hoax. It's nothing was super extraordinary about this video that supposedly got leaked. Hell, if I were Sarah Paulson's character, I would have been like, let him release it. We could debunk this in 2 seconds. It changes nothing. So the end of the movie is that these 3 people are sitting in a train station and a video goes viral. Ooh. Honestly, come on. This ending was terrible. The introduction of the secret society was ill-conceived and it wasn't earned. It was just an awful thing. It was just not good. And to me, it could have stopped this from being a perfect trilogy. The last 30 minutes could have stopped this. It just wasn't good. It really wasn't. It was just ridiculous. And that whole last 30 minutes was also probably some of the worst filmmaking I've seen from M. Night Shyamalan. It wasn't good. We have the fight at the end, which the shaky cam GoPro. Look, I know you have to kind of make allowances for, you're working on a budget and $20 million, like that M. Night Shyamalan was funding himself. But the fight, because, Willis is 68 years old, and just the shaking around, like there was several moments where they're just shaking around together, and it was bad filming. Look how beautiful, like, Split was shot. You go back just 2 years and see Split, you would think that these are 2 different directors that got behind the camera. Like, honestly, it just wasn't shot well. I don't know what was happening. It felt like he had 2/3 of a movie and he just had to come up with something to either shut down the universe or to shut down the franchise. And ultimately it meant nothing. The ending meant nothing. In today's world, as I said, they would have ripped that thing apart easy. Yeah, so, it stinks because I don't hate the movie. In fact, I will still get it when it comes out on disc. And of course, but it could have been great. It could have been great. It's just bad storytelling at the end. It was just bad. I don't know. I feel bad because this was my number 2 most anticipated movie, and I could see this making my most disappointment list for 2019. Honestly, it wasn't great. It was just, it was shy. They just they didn't have enough to cross the finish line, and it's a shame because a lot of the movie I enjoyed. Yes, I could forgive a few parts, but just how they carried off the end was just dumb. It wasn't good. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave your comments below. What did you think about the ending to Glass? You know, if you enjoyed it, great, awesome. But I feel that from both a filmmaking standpoint, they could have done better. From a story standpoint, they could have done better. And I feel the last 30 minutes just stopped this movie from being a great movie. You know, I'm not even sure I would call it good. I would call it okay, honestly. So yeah, please leave your comments below. Let's talk about it. Feel free to throw spoilers in the comments. You know, spoilers everywhere. So yes, thank you so much for bearing with me over this weekend. Please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.